Hello, Rosco de la Española.
Testing. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
All right.
We
And I
have
could
been
hear you
waiting
too.
for you.
I'm so sorry. It's been one of those days. God darn it. I can't even do this right. My car.
What did you do? What happened to the car?
You get into a car chase?
Oh no, give me 1 second.
Yep, sure.
1 second.
One. Time's up.
Well, now we have an empty chair. It's time to chair this meeting. I can't. It's not chair, don't worry. Not low enough.
When they chair this.
No, I had to get my car. I switched cars. I was born in a car. I switched cars, and then I forgot to bring my garage door opener, which meant that I had to park in the guest parking lot, which meant I had to put in a code and register my car, and it's so that it won't get towed. It's a big old ordeal. Anyways,
Ouch.
it's what it is.
My condiments.
Your condiments?
Your condiments.
Yes, don't relish it too much.
Oh.
You mustard stop. You mustard stop. So we
Are
can
you gonna
catch up
catch
on the
up?
conversation.
So there we are. I'm back. Well, hello all. Sorry for the delay. I rushed back to
happens.
get here
Life-
as
life-
quickly as I could.
Live
No
is a
worries,
mess.
Mike.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
So you died in the first 3 seconds of the episode.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
right?
We've been handling your burial ever since.
I did go evil. I remember that.
No, you went corrupt, not necessarily evil.
This
You
is
went
true.
corrupt,
There's a
so
difference.
we purged the corruption by burning your entire body. So now the only thing
And
left
we
is...
fed one of your legs to Doggo.
I thought we had both of them.
You can't fill him up. You get fat if you eat 2 of them at once.
That
Save
dude,
the other
that
one.
dog is not very fat. He's skinny. He needs to eat. We need to feed him more legs.
Froggy's been lazy all week.
Well, I finally got my car fully repaired. It took a week. I think I remember sometime around... Oh yeah, I had another car issue earlier in the year, right?
Yep. Yeah, you did. Anyway, right. Anyone else have any announcements to make before we start the game?
I only have.
I think we should be good for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, the movie. I need to watch Stardust.
Did you get past the 43-minute mark, Carlos?
I did. I rewatched it, and you know what? It
Okay.
sounded... That movie took advantage of having surround sound in my living room. Not that I did not enjoy watching it with you, because I did. But yeah, afterward I was like, oh yeah, surround sound. That's a thing.
Surround sound.
Put a mini theater in my house. I might as well take the benefits of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my order is on the way. My books.
What'd you order?
£200 worth of
Kosi is currently delivering order number 2. I'm order number 38.
So it might be here before the end of the show.
It could.
What's the likelihood of
indeed.
that happening?
15%, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say it's 50-50. Either we see him or we don't.
Yes. In answer to your question, it was 3 Walter John Williams books, 5 Joshua Dalzell books, or 4, one very old Glenn Cook book, and it's not a cookbook, A Matter of Time. And I also got the latest Honor Harrington Universe book and the 6th Murderbot book.
That's a lot of books.
Yep.
What's the news?
My to read pile was getting short, as in it was shorter than me. So I figured I'd get 10 more books for it.
What's the news on the first book?
To End in Fire. It's the 4th book in the Crown of Slaves series.
Ah, right. Okay.
That's slavery with extra steps.
What?
That's a quote from
Internet.
TV show.
The what?
It's a quote from Rick and Morty by Dan Harmon, who was the creator
Yeah.
of the Story Circle. See how it all circles back to it.
You and your story cycles.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed. Sorry.
Well,
Try
John,
logging in again.
are we ready to start, or
I think we're ready. There.
you went very awfully quiet there?
No. Hopefully that's better for everyone.
Yes, much better.
Hey.
It helps if I position the mic properly. Okay. So previously, the party found themselves in front of a door. The wording at the top of the arch, just plainly stating, "Cursed be these who seeketh the eye."
Not those.
I misspoke when I said the last time. I'm just staying in line.
No, it's just a translation error.
Translation error.
Yeah, the original title, original language has it right, but John is just paraphrasing it wrong.
See, this is why I like take two. We're just gonna retake that scene. I even recast a bad guy.
Yeah. I do not know what you're talking about, sir.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Cursed are those who
The way I should have said it was be cursed be those who seek the eye. I should have
There we
said.
go.
Well,
By the way, who's Aiden Alda?
Isn't that the guy from MASH?
Alan?
that's yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Whatever.
Al and Alda. Okay.
So.
Okay.
You find yourselves standing in front of the door. As I said, with the sign, you've got a minimum amount of lighting because there's 2 torches on sconces on each side of the door, giving you the illumination you need.
Is the sign on the door or above the door?
It's above the door. There.
Is there anything written on the door?
No, but there is intricate carve work on it. And if you were to look at the door, the design that's got 3 edges and all that on there, it's basically, the pictures of a pitched battle. On one side is the actual, a Templar Legion leading their charge against basically the way, the Templars have done it. It's their idea of what the forces of darkness is, okay? And between the two of them is a circular object just hanging in the middle. There.
It's orbiting.
Well, not orbit. It's just kind of hanging.
Orb. It was a joke on orb.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's that went over this GM's head. There.
Can't go over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
Yeah. So we had. And Rosco, you'll recognize the design because the circular object displayed, you've got part of that around your neck there.
Yeah. That is the thing. Is that in the carving as well, or that's the carving that we're seeing, right?
Yeah, that's in the carving there. But it's whole.
Is it reachable?
Let's think. I'd say it's not a particularly tall door. It's probably most 6 foot tall there. So yeah, easily reachable there.
All right. No, I was just thinking of going up and tracing the thing with my finger, but yeah, it's just for flavoring. The door is still closed, though, right?
Yes, at the moment it is.
This is
And unfortunately, it says those who enter here, not those who open the door. We can open the door fine.
we are definitely at the right spot.
I think we've been cursed plenty of times. It's never bothered us.
Yes, I've cursed you so many times with how lucky your dice rolls are. I know that for sure.
Yes, it's
worked.
never bothered me anyway.
This is why I, as a DM, cheat. No, I do not.
That's why you just hear me go, ooh, a 20. Natural. Here's all my dice.
No, what I like about this is that like the stream shows what we're rolling.
I know.
I've always rolled. It doesn't matter where I'm sidetracking it.
Yeah, sure.
Back in the game.
Yeah. You, as I said, there's probably the other thing you would notice is that anyone who kind of comes near the door, there's a chill to the air.
Well, they got AC on the other side. Is it like a doorknob? Is it a latch? Is it what kind of?
That's the
Order.
thing. When you look at it, you see an ever slight seam down the middle. Okay. But there's no latch. Also, when you're looking, there's no obvious hinges on the side.
On the inside, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does it look like as I'm stepping forward and feeling the cold?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look any obvious means of opening? I mean, I'm being very careful because this is like
You're scaring us with a door. We're going to spend the next 2 hours trying to figure out how to open a door.
you don't understand. Many of these are usually. We've already gone through many traps. This is the most obvious of things, but how do I? I'm just trying to figure out if there's an opening way to.
Mm-hmm.
An obvious way to open the door that isn't going to blow up in our face.
I'm gonna, since
Yep.
since Rosco is routinely in these dungeon ruins,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do my careful look inspection on it.
Okay. Give me. That's fine. The appropriate for you roll, or what do you think would be an appropriate skill to use?
I think this would be a burglary check.
I would say so.
That would be my fourth choice.
Maybe for you.
No. I think it would either be investigate, notice, or lore.
I'm saying that's for you.
Well, they're all the same pretty much.
Yeah.
All right.
Give
So
me
here we
a
go.
burglary.
Burglars.
Superb.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Super B.
It's called air draft, possibly. Then I'll carefully check it.
You kind of do your Indiana Jones routine, you're just kind of looking for, the the pockets of light that kind of get disturbed as you move this and all this sort of stuff. Any sort of pressure traps and all that.
I even get some dust and go just
Yeah.
for flavor, whatever.
Yeah. And you're just looking at. Sorry, I shouldn't be leaning away from the mic, but you're just looking at this and you're just going with, oh, and you just put your hand on both sides, and you just
Shove
gently
forward?
push it forward. The doors open.
Raise up the lance to let its light shine further.
Here we go.
Take one of the torches from the sconces and toss it through the door.
Is that what you're doing?
No, that's just what I'm thinking of doing. Depends
What-
what Darien's lance shows.
Right. So you take out you point the lance and just a kind of beam of light pierces the darkness inside. There. What you actually find is inside this room, best way I can describe it as unnatural darkness. Okay. It's like inky, void, dark, black there. It's like the blackest black that you can ever imagine. The light from the staff allows you to see, but it only probably extends out for maybe 5 meters, and it's the brown luminescence that you're getting off it is more like a murky grey that you're seeing there. Trying to think of kind of like a reference. You ever seen like the camera shots like deep under the ocean?
Okay, so you can see a little ways, but then it
Yeah.
just gets murky after that.
Yeah, it's like even with the stupidly brightest halogens, there you only got that close up visibility.
Whatever the light hits is what shows. Everything else is, and it's because it's either matte black and there's no reflective surfaces, and also it's magical thingy. I've seen this before, or no, this is very strange.
You've not seen this before.
Correct. However, I'm feeling guided forward. I'm gonna press on and just
Okay, I'm
cross
gonna
the
do
threshold.
I'm gonna do the
threshold
torch
and go in.
thing. I'm gonna take a torch and toss it in more than 5 meters.
Okay, so you just grab the torch, you throw it, and it's basically the second that torch passes, off, out of the radius of the light emanating from the staff, the lance there, the Longinus, it basically disappears from your sight.
So only magical light works. While the torch was still lit by, or in the light by the lance, we could see that it was still burning.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't go out there.
It's just
You
isn't
do-
generating any light.
You're just not seeing the light coming off it. You do hear it clatter. Okay. As it lands. That you do hear.
I guess Darien's going to be the one in at point, because that way we can see where we're going.
As these two seem to hesitate, Darien is going to start marching forward.
Head towards where I tossed the torch. At least we know there's no cliff there.
I should just then go. You then just hear a dum 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 dum. Am I that evil?
Yes.
In another campaign, maybe.
No, actually, this would be cool because then once he steps after like 10 feet or so, it starts cutting into the circle, and we could find the torch again, just still lit,
Yeah.
confirming that it's magical darkness.
Yeah. You start. So who's going first again? Sorry, it's Darien, isn't it? Right.
Probably because of the light.
Yeah.
However,
Think
I'm
first.
trying to feel like I'm being guided in that
Yeah.
direction, even though there's only one direction to go at the moment.
From what you can see, yeah. Darien, as your foot crosses the threshold, there's a sudden boom of a gong going off. It just goes boom, boom, boom.
I think that just woke up the guys back in the
Yep.
The
holes in the wall.
yeah,
Okay.
It's the hole in the wall gang.
it's you hear the echoes take a couple of seconds, but then they die off into silence. There. And it's what you doing?
Continue.
You
I think
continue.
we're moving forward.
Yes.
We should hurry.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Remind me again, please, what those what from last time, what it is we think these triggered awakening
The Templars.
Yeah, there
the
was
Templars in the little alcoves.
there was 5 alcoves going up the staircase before the bridge that you crossed.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
5 on each side. Okay. And there appeared to be Templars that had been in stasis. Okay.
I told them don't touch anything.
Yeah.
And then they understood.
Mhm.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yep, sure. You
I think we're going forward. It's still, I mean, we're still like blindly sensing things, right? Is it a open, or is it eventually as we move left or right, we get a thing?
you're as you're continuing forward, okay?
Picking up the torch on the way.
You eventually come across a torch maybe about 20, 30 feet further in.
I got a pretty good arm.
Well, you
It rolls.
you find that the torch is still lit. Okay. What you find is, as I said, you still have sound, and as you go further in, you hear like the occasional just drip, and it's just from like this. The actual echo from the drip there. Okay. Just gives the impression that you're, even though this darkness is all around you, you can't actually see. You're actually in a, best way I can think of it, it's not just a tiny room or a small crypt you're going into. You're going into something that's massive and vaulted there.
You could hear it. It
Echoes
sounds very,
moving
very
further
chambery.
and further.
Yeah, you're just hearing off the echoes there. And it sounds like, as you're going further in, it seems to be opening up further and further on both your left and your right there.
Ooh. I'm going to just close my eyes, put my hand on Darien's shoulder, and just try to listen, and using since seeing with our eyes is not very good, I'm just gonna notice with my ears instead. That's it.
It's just as you're all going on, there's a shout from behind and the sound of steel clashing.
Weren't they on the other side of the bridge?
They may have a shortcut we didn't know of.
And
It's
and
obvious
weren't
for all
washed
of
away
us.
in the water. Okay.
It sounds like sounds like the other camp is starting to catch up through the tunnels and is in
Perhaps.
Perhaps
That
we should
means you're
move
not too far
quicker.
behind. It will buy us some time. Let us keep going.
So I'm guessing you gentlemen are still going straight, or
Whichever direction Roscoe's rock wants to send us.
I'm going to, with my hearing or I'm gonna pull out the piece.
Yeah.
And just hold on to it and use it to guide me in the direction, and I will tell Darien that way.
give me a notice roll, sir.
Which of us?
Roscoe.
Note.
Rosco.
A 5.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah. What you'll see, okay, is
What I hear or see, feel.
well, what you
Sense.
yeah, what you the best way I can describe it is you get a feeling that just further up there, you get the feeling that the darkness seems to lighten up further ahead of you. And that's what is initially caught your notice in your attraction. Okay. That's what you're feeling like you're being drawn to. But it's as you're holding the actual amulet in your hand, you actually feel instead that the left hand side of the amulet is starting to get warm instead. And it's just as you're going to turn your head, it's like the darkness in there towards the left is even darker than any other place. It's like it's somehow, it's like they've been able to put black upon black there. You can't believe it can get that dark,
Let's start describing. I feel to the left that there is a darkness, darker than anything. And up ahead in that direction is light. We should move there. We will find what we are looking for.
In the
And
dark or in the light?
We go to the light.
Sounds like the wrong choice. Okay.
Does it?
If the rock is telling you go left
Mm.
and the light is telling you go straight, I'd listen to
Oh,
the
I
rock.
see. I misread
Yeah.
that. Okay. I
Yeah.
misread
One
that.
voice tells you to go. Go, the darkness.
Mm.
But you are offered a chance to resist your temptations and go for the light.
No. I think it's the other way around. The temptation is the light that we seek, but we must use our senses of hearing. Let these guide us.
Mm-hmm.
We go into
Dark
the
it-
darkness.
Dark it is.
You follow the call of power.
And following the only call that I understand right now. This way. Left.
But is it not faith we should have and not understanding?
Fate. I've never thought of it like that. I just do things. I think of what is the next thing that I need to survive. And then possibly in the future,
But
what
do you
things
survive for?
I survive for my country. I want to return back and bring glory to our peoples, to our name.
And what you want is the destruction of others.
For the safety of your own.
Yes.
No, he said he wanted glory. Glory comes from conquest.
I just want to return home with the prize. The prize that will protect us. Besides which, let's not forget the mission we're doing this is for the others, the strangers, to awaken their consciousness. They will be our allies. They will be the strength that I return with, that
Will they?
we returned with.
Or are they just like all the other who are in power? Need our help? Will they merely use us, release them of their bonds, and do away with us? Do we even know their true purpose? Their true intentions?
How could we know them? They are alien things. They are from long time past.
Or are they
And
the
that-
ones that brought the world to this state? And the
I
only
thought we
thing
were doing
that
it all for
stops them
Saga.
is the separation of the Eye of Underlin. They no longer can fathom themselves the power to destroy the world. Because the Eye of Underlin is broken. The key to their weapons. Do you wish to unleash that? Do you wish to risk it? Risk all of his.
Yes. Because I have hate for the first time. There's a sense something's talking to me bigger than anything I know.
And is it promising you power?
Yes. The strength to help my people.
And what does it gain from it? Why would it give it to you without a sacrifice?
Oh, I have sacrificed.
Yes. But what is it going to sacrifice for giving you power?
I do not know.
Even God gives us power, but he asks a sacrifice for each favor.
I've never thought of it like that. I'm not very religious. I'm more realist. I see now, though, that there is indeed. I did not believe the gods were true. They were just stories, ways for man to take over and control other people through thought.
And yet you witnessed more miracles than most people.
It's
Just-
because I do not trust anybody.
Okay. Just as that's been said, the sound of clashing of steel that's been going on for a while, you just kind of realize that has fallen silent. There's the sound of footsteps behind.
Seems that the time is near. The light or the dark? Which is it that your fate takes you to? I will follow you one way or the other, but do not lay down this advice. Consider it.
The light or the dark.
Which is the one you should go for? Is it as obvious as it says? Light is light and dark is dark, or is it a fabrication? Is it an illusion of your
Enough.
senses?
For now, if they are behind us, we need to see.
Or we
We
need
go to the
hide.
light.
Or we need to hide, in which case we should go to the dark.
No, we must confront this now. No more hiding. We choose the light. We choose the light.
As you wish. Point the way and I will lead.
Follow me.
Point the way. I'll lead. Follow. me.
No.
Okay, this
Well,
is all
it's-
getting really
it's-
convoluted.
All right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna
You
point.
overruled me, so that's okay.
I'm just because I'm gonna keep my eyes closed and just feel for that.
Mhm.
Both like a combination of keeping my eyes closed and also it helps
Oh.
with my vision to see
Yeah.
the. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Just hold on to Darien's shoulder and nudge him left and right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
As you're doing that, so are you heading towards the light or are you heading
We're heading
towards
towards
the
the
dark?
light.
Heading towards the light.
Big mistake. I mean, oh, okay. Let's go.
As you're heading,
Darien is convincing, and
Mhm.
we had a nice little metaphorical talk.
You head towards the light. There. And as you're doing that, you just feel a sharp tug from the amulet away from it.
This doesn't feel right. This does not feel right at all.
They
As
say devil is very attractive.
Darren, you're saying that, you hear phrases in low tongue, a tongue that Templars know. And there's the booming of a staff on the floor. And with it, the darkness pulls back. Looking back, you can see all the way. You're probably now 100 feet into this room, this massive vaulted room now. And right at the doors is Thormas and his Templars.
Repeat again. The light reveals a door.
No. So when you look back, you see the door that you guys had entered through. And standing at the doorway, in the middle is Thormas and his Templars that follow.
Thormas.
Yeah, Thormas. His Templars who follow.
It delayed too long.
You can see that, they're covered in gore, they're covered in soot, they're grimy, what was once glorious and resplendent is no more. Their tabards have been rent and sundered, covered in grime and dirt and blood.
Should have bought them. Renting was a bad idea.
But all right.
Yeah. Right, what is it with my camera doing all these autofocuses today?
It's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting to watch you focus
You're out
in
of
and out.
focus today.
Yeah. I need to focus,
Yes.
folks. I need to focus.
Yes, as they would say with the French accent there, yes, he is here to fuck us very badly.
Let's see. Does I did not hear the whisper, so I can understand that. How far away are they?
Yeah, so you're about you're 100 feet into the basically the antechamber, right? This vaulted chamber there. If you look, about maybe 25 feet from where you are, there's a column of light. Okay. I know that there's a stone in the middle of that light. It's a stone plinth.
Stone plinth.
And what's to our left where the darkness wanted to lead us?
In the darkness, there seems to be a doorway between two actual statues there. And in the distance, there's a chest for that doorway.
Huh?
A chest.
Oh, it's not a door, it's a doorway. Okay.
Yeah, a
Two
doorway.
statues, doorway. Got it.
Right.
I understood a door too.
Yeah. That's going, how are we
Obviously
seeing
just-
through how are we seeing a chest through a door? But okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
doorway.
it's the doorway.
All right.
Mhm.
I'd say let's go for the chest.
To
They
do
have
that,
shinies.
I
have
will
shinies.
slow him down.
I think we should both
Darien.
slow him down.
Darien turns towards Thomas.
Well, he does. I'm going to
Lance.
the left.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Sorry. Clap your hands.
Oh, you meant slow Thormas down. I thought you were going to slow me down. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Turns towards Thomas. His lance hitting the floor. Go ahead. I will stand.
I'm cloaking myself and sneaking left. If I wasn't already cloaked. I guess I didn't see a point in the dark, but I don't remember if I put the cloak on before.
Okay, so you're going left, and I'll go to the stone plinth then.
Mhm.
We split 3 different ways. I nod, and I move. We move in 3 different ways.
I wanted to know who the third person you're nodding to is.
I nod. Oh, me.
Doggo's not here.
He just nods a version of himself that's resplendent in white robes and a wee halo and a harp. He then turns, there's another one of him just in golf makeup there going, what's up, man?
Sounds about right.
All right, this is gonna be interesting. You're going for what's in the black. I'm going for what's in the white, in the light.
I'm going
Okay.
to slow Thomas down.
Okay. I'm going to focus on the fight that's going to, of course, going to come up. So Darien will stride forward. Behind them come at least 9 other Templars.
Before I leave,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a handful of marbles and toss them on the ground in front of Darien, like quietly, like tossing them from down low, just in case somebody wants to like rush up towards
Just
them
in
and
case
fall
I
on their
walk
ass.
over them and slip
Yeah.
on them.
Oh, no, but
You'll be able to see this happening.
Right.
You're
I'm
close
just
enough.
wanting to clarify, how much in front of him are you doing this? Are you putting that right in front of his next foot as it's about to take a step?
No.
Or
No,
we're
no,
talking
no.
about
In
30
front,
foot?
between him and Thormos, like they'll start at least 10, 15
Okay.
feet in front of him.
Give me a
Sneaky roll?
actually, yeah, give me a it's gonna be a great advantage. Yeah, actually give me I think we're kind of throwing this, so yeah, give me a shoot roll for this. Let's just see how well they actually kind of notice.
That wasn't very good.
Oh well, it's gonna be a contested roll just to see how well they as a group just notice that. Okay.
Minus 2. Okay, they don't have a fucking clue.
Oh no, they're focused on Darien. There, they don't notice your subtle just hand movement. Just the
Subtle. I could have just thrown them overhand and they would even have noticed.
there.
They don't look down is basically it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Don't look down.
Good luck.
Focus on Darien.
Yeah, good luck. And then I'm off.
Yeah.
So
So what you have done is,
you gave me a thingamabob.
yeah,
What's that?
Yeah. You can think
Invoke.
about
yeah.
you can
There's two free invokes. So you've got an aspect in play, which could be marbles underfoot, for example.
Mhm.
It's two free invokes on it. That's what I was checking because someone
On different
succeeded.
situations or on one situation?
You can use those two free invokes in any situation, whether that you're using it to defend yourself or to attack. You're trying to back
Yeah.
someone up. You just have to give the narrative explanation on how it comes into play. That makes sense. And the other thing is you can actually stack them, unlike your aspects, which you can only use once. Okay, you can stack these. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
and use both of them at both of them at once for a +4 to your roll.
The only
Fair enough.
flaw with that, of course, it's very hard to stack marbles. But
You'd think so, but it only needs to happen for a moment.
That's
true.
Have you tried super glue, sir? It's doable.
Do that.
caltrop marbles. Yeah, that's it.
It just takes a lot of patience. Okay,
All right.
Right.
so that's going to be an effect for you.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, either way, Darien is going to take the few steps forward. Meanwhile, the other hand going for the clasps of the cloak,
Mhm.
just so he can toss
Yeah.
it away out of, toss it out of the way, getting into serious mode.
Yeah.
Stopping just a step away from the marbles, looking
Ye-
straight down
Mhm.
at these Templars.
What you see is
Yeah.
3 of the Templars will form up behind Thormas. Okay. But they're just standing to attention. Then 3 will form up on your right. Okay. And 3 will form up on your left. Okay. Thormas will then kind of step towards you so that basically it's you two guys in the center and these 3 groups of 3 are kind of around you in a kind of circular formation. Okay. But it's just not a completely closed circular formation. There's
Darien raises the lance, points it at
Mhm.
Thomas, and says, "This is a time for the last rites.
you just
Confess
see
your sins before you die."
Amazing.
Oh, you could have
Oh,
gone with
fucking
"You
amazing.
shall not pass."
Amazing.
you just see Thormas goes for his cloak, pulls it off, puts out his hand. One of the Templars behind him comes up and presents the hilt of his sword in his longsword in the sheath, which he just draws out. The only sin I am going to confess, Darien, is that I should have killed you sooner.
Amazing.
Darien looks to the left, to the right, back at Thomas, flies. Well then, I do suppose it was only because you did not have sufficient manpower, and you still do not.
Thormas just turns to the rest of them and just goes, "Leave him for me. The rest you deal with the others. Kill them."
Darien slams the spear into the ground.
Okay.
It booms. "None of you will move. You are all witnesses." And the lance brightens up widens up to show to the others what it is, being the lands of Longinus, the
Okay.
symbol of the Holy Republic.
Mhm.
If there's an inkling of a Templar in them, will rouse some of their spirit.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Give me a upper
Intimidation.
folk roll,
Yeah, sure.
sir. I
Get a
say
+2
you're
for
trying.
this.
You're getting a +2 of the stump there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Is it-
roll.
Oh no.
I'm then
what did
gonna
I roll?
roll.
Oh, that's just a 1. Whew.
There's going to be 4 sets of rolls for me because it's going to be all the individual groups.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Okay. One group definitely fails. Okay. So these are the guys on your left. They're enraptured. The guys behind Thormas,
Also raptured?
enraptured.
They're unsure. They're like, I don't know. What do we do here?
Right.
All the NPCs are like, what the fuck?
They'll come back. It will eventually have to fight them all. Just don't worry. We're just
No, but
delaying it right
I'm
now.
at least delaying them for 1 round.
You just see they kind of just hesitate. See some of them are like they're just about to take a step, drawing swords from sheaths, and they then just watch. And you just see Thormas just go, fine, if it's going to be that way, might as well have an audience. And I think I'll let you go first, sir.
No. This seems like the perfect opportunity to see what these 2 guys are doing while this speech is going on.
Good point. Good point. Right. So, yeah, good point. Right. Galen, you're coming up to this doorway with the 2 statues on either side of it. And as I said, through the doorway, you see a chest.
Do I recognize the statues?
The statues in question are of 2 Templar knights. Okay. Spears thrust out in an aggressive stance.
Okay. Well, I'm going to regret this. And then I'm going to try and do my sneakiest to get between them without setting off any traps of any kind that I can see.
Right. How do you think you're going to go about doing that, sir?
By rolling burglary.
What skill do you think is going to be appropriate for this?
Well, stealth is the obvious one, but
Investigate to find the traps?
yeah.
This is going to be my argument for this. You're kind of in an open hallway, and it's pretty lit now due to what Thormas did, right?
I thought we were in a giant cavern and these were just 2 statues.
Well, as I say, you're in a kind of, you've found that it's actually a chamber now that the light has come.
Okay.
And think of like basically like something like the size of a cathedral, but without all the columns there. So you actually, like if you knocked out all the columns in the cathedral, it's just like that sort of massive, just big space that you've got there. And you're literally coming on to like the kind of side and, one of these side, like naves.
Okay.
And you're coming to the end of the wall. There's these 2 statues, and then you've got this doorway there.
Well, I think you've got it right. I will either try to investigate or notice if there's any obvious traps. You can pick which one. I don't care. They're the same.
I'd say in that case, no, it's probably the more. Or it depends if you're relying on just, like last minute resources. I would say notice. If you're more like kind of like taking a stick and like doing the old 10-foot stick trick from D&D, I'll be investigate. I would say.
Okay, I'm not going to do a 10-foot stick trick. Great.
Okay. Well, let's make this a contested roll. There.
How well does the trap hide itself?
Jeez, not my day today.
Yeah, well, I won by 4.
Yeah. What you notice is you kind of just catch yourself just as you're about to put your foot down. Okay. That as you're about to put your foot down, just on the space between the two statues. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You notice just a kind of just the eye kind of just it's just a glint that's caught between your eyes.
Is it like a tripwire or something?
No, what you notice is just as you look is just kind of is a glint of what appears to be bolts that were just hidden inside the actual statue. Okay, on both ends, ready to fire between the space. That's what your eye catches. You take a few moments and you pull your foot back and you actually realize that it just looks like that actual where you're about to place your foot there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not flat. It's not secure. It looks like it's a wee bit wobbly,
like a pressure plate.
Mm.
And how far into the room does the pressure plate go?
It's only about maybe 2 feet, wide there.
Okay.
So it's a decent, if you're just taking on a normal step, you're going to put your foot down and push onto it there. Nothing stopping you from, taking a jump over there.
Well, here we go. Huddle up in the cloak, so I'm as hidden as is it darker in the room?
When you look,
can you see the battle from when you were there too?
So when you went down this kind of, this part of the actual chamber, you can hear the sound of blades and the sound of something going on around the corner, but it's out of sight.
Okay.
There.
What about the room itself, though?
The room itself, if you turn and look into the room, you'll see this chest on a slight die. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
And then around it, it would actually appear to be a circular room it's in, with the actual die in the chest being in the center there.
Okay.
There appears to then be a few torches around with white gems, okay, that seem to be casting off a wee bit of light there.
Okay. Does it look like there's any more pressure plates in the room, like past the 2 feet?
I would say you would have to get closer and to actually.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Bundled up in the cloak to be as stealthy as I possibly can be. And, 2 feet isn't hard to jump over.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to require a skill or anything.
I'm basically saying you can hop over it.
Okay.
There.
Well, I'm going to slightly more than hop over it. I'm going to more like dive roll over it.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm happy to.
And I'll set off all the other pressure plates. But at least I'll be down low. Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go back to Rosco.
Oh, great.
Why that's happened.
So I approach the stone thingy. Go ahead, continue.
Lymph. What you actually see is as you walk towards the beam of light, okay, with the plinth, is actually about 5 feet. All right. Is that the ground actually gives way there? And actually, and you just look at it and you just see at the bottom a deep burning red there. There's the faint emanation of heat coming off it there.
In the dark, we would have let ourselves into this.
As I said, that's a circle. There's then a column that goes all the way down. You can't see how this thing is supported. Okay. It just seems to go all the way down, down to that deep red at the bottom. But, there's common light, and on there is a plinth, and on there is a hammer. There.
A hammer on a plinth surrounded by basically a moat that goes all the way down.
Yeah, air moat, yes.
Well, we don't know what's at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
We could, I got to the edge and I could feel the heat and see the lava. Does it, it obviously I could feel the heat.
Yeah, there's a slight whiff of sulfur, the rotten eggs.
I thought it was cold in this room.
Yeah.
Cold lava.
Until you get up close to it. From here, I could feel it. Anyways, the chasm that's caused in order to get into the inner ring. What's that distance like? Is it a jumpable? Is it a?
It's 5 feet.
5 feet.
Less than you're tall.
5 feet. I have something for this. I could get to this hammer, but what is? I'm looking at this hammer, and this hammer does. It's a hammer, like a little tiny, like, or a Thor hammer, or a little tiny hammer.
I would say
it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
No,
a shard of.
Think more like a kind of Smithy's hammer.
Yeah.
Right. Would be the best.
Time.
With a simple wooden hat.
Yeah.
Probably what was used to break the shard into pieces. That would be my guess.
I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull out the dual swords. The hang on, what do they call them? I'm gonna pull out the witch blades.
Yep.
Put them together, and do like this thing which makes them go into like a, I don't know, like a lasso or a whip.
Yeah.
And use that as a to swing myself across.
Okay.
Using as a bone, I'm gonna use that as, or I'm gonna make that into a pole vault lance. Hit the ground running, and use that as a momentum.
It's only 5 feet. Just jump.
It's 5 feet, man. 5 feet is a what? And I want to basically just use the thinking for it.
Okay,
fair enough. Yeah, that's. I just want to go with, let's do a roll. If you roll over too much, you actually go over the other side. So not would I?
There we go. I'm just gonna do actually I'm gonna do this for nope, I'm gonna do a physique, and it might have a +2 because of the witch
let's do the physique. I say difficulty 2. Just because if you,
and with the witch blade adds a +2 to it.
Right, okay. So yeah,
because the witch blade changes to what is needed. I needed a pole vault to get the last little bit.
Of course, the reason a pole vault works is you go into a little hole, then go up and just don't hold it.
Unless the whip was better, it doesn't matter.
Ironically, there is just a wee little chink in the floor that he just catches at the last moment. Boom. And it's like, and you just like drop into a row and you pop up. You find this plinth there. I know that is towards. Sorry, words have just failed me. It is just one word written on the plinth there. Undoing. Yeah.
Undoing.
Undoing.
All right. So I made it here.
Mhm. As you're there, hear the voice just go, "You fool, not here. Do not seek to destroy us."
I'm gonna try to.
Mhm.
Now that I have your attention, who and what are you?
You know what I am? I am just I.
What is your purpose? What is your What is it that you will sacrifice? How did Darien put it? What is your true purpose? What is your true purpose? What is your true want? Stop filling me with these lies. And I'll put this like down right on there and pick up the hammer. I want the absolute truth from you from this point forward.
Simply, I was just a weapon made in a war. The synthetics became intelligent, aware. It became a danger to the other races and rebelled. I was designed to take them back to what they were, to reassert control. I can give you an army that this world has not seen in a millennium. The forces that Underland summoned is nothing compared to the caches and reserves left from the Great Wars.
He did not have the vision.
Cut to Darien now.
And
Okay.
it's time for a break, eh?
Yeah. Yes, it would be.
All right, guys. See you after the break in about. Well, we'll see you at half. So that should be enough. About 9
pretty
minutes.
good. 8
Yeah,
minutes.
if I pee in time, yes.
Yep. So everybody, see you in 8.
Bring her back. Bring her back. She was going to let us live.
What you mean? That kiss was on stream. Damn.
Yes, it was.
First kiss on 2D4. People.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, I think we saw one last 2 weeks ago.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Oh, right, we didn't stream the case scholars.
The what?
We didn't stream the case. We were supposed to do that, but no, we just made out for nothing. Ugh.
Oh.
That kiss. I see it. Just a sec, I gotta clip that. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Yeah, it was very romantic, folks. There. They declared their
yeah,
heartfelt
it
love
was
for
that
each-
one time that Froggy missed the show.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Where
missed
were we?
the.
This is why we don't miss things.
F you.
Ah,
Where were we? Oh, yes.
yeah, I do.
Someone was
believe
about to square off.
we were in a previously dark dungeon.
And you're about to square off against your old comrade in
Oh,
arms.
that reminds me. I probably need a weapon of some sort. I'll be right back.
This was gonna be badass.
Mhm.
Hit him with an invisible bottle of Coke.
But,
Or I'm
she's my
distracted trying to
lass.
fix a thing.
Answer hey. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
lunge. Just has a very short shaft.
I'd say that's maybe a longer spear point than most blades.
Well, it's a lunge, so it has a very long spear point.
It's a lunge.
Yes, it's a lunge.
Okay. So, as you're saying, you're armed with the spear or the lance of Longinus.
Spear of destiny.
Thormas is presenting himself.
To me.
He's armed himself with his long sword.
Which is a two-handed sword.
A long sword can be used one-handed or two-handed, but he's holding it in a two-handed grasp there.
More of a bastard sword because he's a bastard.
Which means I have the advantage in reach.
Don't think so.
Yeah,
have to-
I have a
you have
lance.
to-
He has a sword.
You
I
have
have
to-
the advantage.
You just have to beat the point there.
I get my point across further than he does.
If you remove his sword from his hand, he's disappointed.
Oh.
But once he comes into close range,
Or if you take his arm off, is he disarmed then?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And if you remove his head, he's beheaded
But if
No,
I
that's
throw
just
him
a
out
flesh
of the
wound.
window,
or deheaded.
if I
No,
throw him out of
that's
the
just a
window, what
flesh
does that
wound.
make him?
Yeah.
A pain.
Defenestrated.
Well, if you throw him butt first, then he's a pain in the ass.
Mhm.
But if I make him a bread, what is he then? A pain?
just,
If you ask
he's
him.
just-
Oh.
nah, he's just loafing around.
Okay.
Okay.
Serious.
Right, this is the battle of the puns, folks. That's what you really tuned in for. There.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Right, gentlemen, get into your corners. There. No. Right. So I think, Darien, we were saying that I was allowing you to go first. There.
All right. Darien is going to prepare. Darien is going to create himself a whatchamacallit, those thingies, advantages.
Penguin.
A great advantage.
oh, remember you have the marbles too.
I do, but I want to make more.
So, what is it that you're looking to do? What is it you're looking
Oh.
to do?
What Darien is doing, he's preparing a defensive posture. As in, he's preparing for his sword. Preparing
Yes.
for his assault.
Right.
So,
And you use your
since it-
turn to dodge.
essentially, yeah, prepare, calculating the various distances of his swing and where he needs to be in order to avoid it.
Basically, he's letting him go first.
Essentially, but I want to
But you may as well get an
possibly
advantage
the
out of
plus
it.
2 advantage there.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Let's do. It's going to be a contested roll. Okay.
Yeah.
I just. It's going to be a contested roll for both of them on notice. Okay.
Sure. It's one of my best skills.
Not ice. It is a cold room.
Right. Okay. You ready?
Yeah. There we go.
3.
1.
Mine
Snap.
did my one roll? No, hold on. Come on.
I keep
Alright.
on rolling once today.
Give me a second.
That's true.
Nothing
You
wrong
roll
with
nothing
that.
but ones.
I am the one.
No, not the one. Not the one.
Okay. So we both drew at the
Nobody
moment.
gets a bonus.
Well, you can, when you draw, if you tie, you don't get an aspect. But you do get a boost. Okay.
That means I can use it with a fate point.
So the actual boost is a special kind of aspect, right? Representing an extremely temporary or minor situation. You cannot compel a boost or spend a fate point to invoke. You just may invoke it once for free, after which it vanishes. Okay.
So I can use it once and then it
Yeah,
goes away.
I
and-
say basically you have it for the next turn. You potentially for the next turn, but if you don't use it, it
goes away.
disappears. Right.
But it's a free invoke, right?
Yeah, as a free invoke.
So,
There.
it's a free +2. Right.
I would say you've got a temporary insight into.
I can see from his eyes what he's going to be doing.
Yes, you can see that he's going to be falling on his ass, slipping on the marbles, and you know exactly where to poke now.
Okay.
You're waiting for him to lunge forward, in which case you could redirect his attacks
Oh,
towards the marbles.
right.
How marvelous.
Marvelous,
And you give
yes.
him his turn,
Yes,
right?
marvelous.
Yeah.
Or them the turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is now his turn.
Okay. So he's going to take a step forward and launch his attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to be applying any of your bonuses for your defense?
Do I need to do this before or after I've rolled?
Actually, you can actually invoke them before or after.
There's
Yeah.
no bonus in doing it before, so I'm just going to use my fighting, because
That's
he
a different-
counts.
yeah.
He counts as a corrupted, so I get a +2 on fighting, and
Oh God, you could get +8 on this. Isn't it?
Yeah, he gets pluses and everything.
this is definitely the thing that this character was made to do. Fight the corrupted. That was the thing from session 1. Actually, session 0. If you
It's just
Well,
barely paying off. No, I'm just kidding.
it's been paying off.
Aye. Which
That
doesn't.
means-
Yeah. So you successfully defend yourself.
Yeah.
It's not like if you were to win, you get to repost on the guy. There, you successfully defend yourself.
Shing!
And you didn't even need to use anything.
Right.
Could save them for this. This is my next round.
Mhm. So as
Well,
I
it
said,
depends
if
who
you
he
don't
gives it
use,
to.
yeah. Well, is at this point the others will actually start to basically his blade is locked against your actual shaft of your lance.
Good
And
thing you
exact-
specified.
Mhm. Naughty, sir. Naughty. to the corner with you, sir.
Do horny jail to you.
Yeah. He's
Just
got
like
his.
that.
He's
Okay,
actually got.
Okay, I'm
he's
in the
got his-
corner now.
Yeah, he's got his blade shifted to his left to actually stop you just from sliding the spear point right into his face. There. It's during this he just shouts at the other Templars and he just says, "Don't just stand there. After the others."
So, do the others make a reroll to see if they break out of the enchantment, or
Yeah,
because they
What-
some of
what
them
was-
rolled real low.
I know.
There was like
we're
best one was like
just-
4 different from the.
I know. We're going to keep your original score, okay? Which was that one, just the one for the pro folk, right? But we're just
Yeah.
going to see
If they
any of-
succeed on it this time.
yeah.
Not
Huh?
those guys.
Jeez.
These
Right.
guys do.
So the first one was the guys on the left of you.
This is the center squad, which is
Center.
the elite.
Yep. So they're just going right, and these will be the guys on the right.
The elite,
So
elite
s-
just go like, "Hey, stop standing there." Go.
Yeah, so 6 of them head off. So, but it's basically the ones in the center kind of skirt around the outskirts there.
And
They
the
just
one-
go like,
The ones on the left are like questioning, are we the baddies?
there's a Mitchell and Webb sketch where they're going, Hans, they say, the Allies will be very severely disappointed when they realize that they're going against a crack SS unit tomorrow. Hans, yes. Albert, are we the bad guys? What do you mean?
Are we the baddies?
Well, look at our uniforms. There's nothing wrong with our uniforms. But we got skull and crossbones. It's to inspire fear in our enemies of the motherland.
The fatherland.
Oh, fatherland. Sorry,
Motherland is
good
for
one.
Russians.
Russians.
Ja, Vaterland. Ja, das ist gut.
Oh, it's a
Raja.
good. It's a good sketch, actually.
Yeah.
There.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
the
nine
guys on
hamburger.
the left are going like, are we the baddies here?
Yeah. They're just going, hold on. Who are you betting on? Wait, what's the odds again for Thormas winning?
Well, is it my turn?
I'd say yes for now. Yes.
Ooh. Right then.
Might you don't.
You could. No. So. This is when it's time to use that weakness of his, that long sword reach. Just dive in with the lance stuck into it. Dive in deep. Thrust him with the haft in the midway. Push him forward, straight onto the marbles behind him.
Right. Okay.
Then swing around and stab him down.
Right. Okay. Right.
So I'm just gonna toss all of my bonuses into here.
Right.
All I
okay.
want. All +6.
So you're applying you're going to of course apply your corrupted bonus automatically. Yep. You're stacking the 2 from the marbles.
Yep.
There.
And then the temporary bonus.
The temporary.
Don't you want to wait
8.
until don't you want to
8?
wait until after?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 from 2 from your prep, 2 from your corrupt, and 4 from the marbles.
Yeah.
But why not wait until you roll? Because maybe you'll already be +5 or something. You know.
Yeah, but if he puts everything in and I still really roll badly, it's gonna work because I have to absorb all that damage. This guy's he's not ordinary
balls.
He's not an ordinary mook. Right. I'm gonna have to throw everything.
That's 8 + 4.
You
12.
rolled
I rolled
3 pluses.
I rolled 3 pluses. So that's almost the maximum. That's one shy of the maximum roll possible for my
15.
character at this point in time.
Wow.
15. Okay. Right.
Now I'm just gonna use a fate point and add a +2.
No, you're gonna. So you can re-roll? No.
Amazing.
Okay. I am going to.
Oh, well, I could use my high concept of vengeful knight on this. Why not? I have plenty of fate
so
points.
10 is the difference. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the fate point, so it's a 12.
Oh,
now.
come on.
Oh, fine.
It's
Fine, I'll
fun. Okay.
Right. So you want, as you said, you get that half done. Okay. You just hear a sickening crack in the side as you break a pair of ribs. Okay. Then you twirl it around. You then actually hit him in the side of the head. Okay. Which most of it's caught on the helm, but you can actually see his head's just got lashed massively. Okay.
Then
And
he trips on the balls. He's tripping balls, man. He's tripping balls.
So, and with that, with that, he's then staggering back. You see him actually slip on the marbles there that have been set up. And you just hear just something just pop. Okay. There with a sickening. I'd say he's dislocated his ankle. There.
At least.
Yeah. I know you can can you dislocate your ankle? Or you can
You can
Yes.
dislocate
Oh
anything.
yeah.
Yes, I saw a first baseball runner
I
who
dislocated
stepped
it.
wrong on first
Yeah.
base, and his foot was literally flapping.
Oof.
The only thing that was holding it on was skin.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
I just
yes, you
wanted
can
to-
dislocate it.
Yep. Okay. I would say that's a moderate consequence because that's going to be painful to walk on. There.
Impossible to walk on. Yes.
Yes.
From the
Okay.
Or
distance
at least
you
to put
hear,
your full weight on.
"You're welcome, Darien."
Yeah. And he's just lying, he's kind of lying and he's pushing himself along the ground there away from you. It's just basically as you come in for the spear strike, okay, he just kind of rolls out of the way as it comes in. Just kind of Templar training, you know.
Oops, I fell on my back immediately.
Just counter
Pushed
roll.
myself forward.
Yeah.
I have
Gonna roll
broken
the opposite.
ribs. I got a concussion, and my foot's fallen off. Okay.
And this was just my first attack. Now my second.
No, not D&D. There's no multi-attack in this.
No. Well, I will transfer the turn to Thomas now.
Okay.
With the lance sitting back in the defensive position and going, "Old man, you were never a match for me."
Oh, fuck. Nice.
You just see him push himself up. There's a massive
His
groan.
hand slips on the marble stick.
No, he's used up those marbles. They've went everywhere. Okay. Pushes himself up. You just hear the groan as he puts basically the foot, on. You just hear a really sickening crunch there as he's basically more just and kind of slouches off to the side, slided there as the foot it's not wanting the proper line, it's just flopping around as Galen said. Where he just goes. Insolent pup. You haven't truly been in a fight for your life. I have. I have fought in the Burnlands and I've survived. I've seen worse than you.
But you never fought me while I need.
To protect others.
And with that, he's gonna launch his attack there. For a moment, there's a kind of wee bit of hobbling as he's doing this, trying to get it, but it's just as he does launch the attack, it comes through fast and sure. So he'll launch fight. He's also going to spend a fate point there. Okay.
Before rolling. Hey.
Yeah, for
Which aspect is he using?
Actually, no. Let me just wait first. It's actually a stunt of his. Okay.
So he doesn't need to use fate stunt.
I know it's a stunt, but it's for the benefit of it. It's going to be a fate point. No, actually, I'm going to apply his
The
One where he-
anti-Templar fighting style.
Okay, so I'm going to apply a fate point for a +2 on the aspect of he's got this delusion that Darien has betrayed him. Okay,
Betrayed them.
has
Okay.
betrayed him. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
as I said, it's a delusion. It doesn't have to be true.
This is true.
Mhm.
This
It's
is
what
technically true. The best.
It's
set
what's
of cards.
driving him in this game. It's the thought that you have betrayed him in some way. He's been corrupt.
Technicality.
Yeah. So yes, that's what's driving him there. So that's gonna be what? Hold on. Helps if I bloody ignore me. It helps if I actually do this on the right.
Yeah.
There.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Helps if yeah, it helps if I do it on the right actual skill. Great. Your defense, sir.
My defense is that I did not betray you, Thomas.
Do you still get a?
He doesn't get to whack me, thank goodness.
Again, 3 pluses and no minuses.
I know, that's insane.
I wield the lance of Longinus.
Yeah.
I
I'm
keep
on the
hearing
right
the
course.
Lance of Angina. I have no idea why I hear that.
Repent your betrayal, and you may be spared.
That's simple. Darien. The actual cult will gain what they want, and they will rule the world. The Herald has shown me the future.
Don't trust people with Harold.
Mhm.
I don't trust Harold.
I don't trust Howard and Kumar myself, you know. Not a good
Amazing.
thought.
All
Our
right.
Father who art in heaven, Harold be thy name.
Harold.
What? Harold?
Mhm. Yeah. Am I wanting to spend my fate points here? Already spent one. I've got 2 others.
Even if you got both of them to give you +2.
Well, if I'd used 2 of them, see if I can use that. It gives me a +4. That gives me 1.
You'd still only win by 1.
1, yeah.
Not going
It's
to do much damage.
Yeah. It's not that.
Besides, I still have fate points.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just going to become a kind of losing situation. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Well, actually, Carlos and I are both saying, yes, use your fate points.
No. No.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Do what's strategically right. Kill this motherfucker.
Which one?
Which one?
Just
I would like to point out that Darien has not fucked a single mother yet. Only married mothers.
right.
Oh, that's
Seriously, how is that? Why should you refer to your father that way?
Ouch.
Well, it's technically true. Your dad is a motherfucker.
Yes. That is correct.
And I think I should stop using profanity and let's get on with the game there. But, yeah.
We're gonna have the editor bleep those out.
What the beep? Or beep?
Oh, that just reminds me of Ocean's 12. I just saw it recently, and it's the scene where what is it? Who was in the first Iron Man film?
Robert Downey Jr.
Don Cheadle.
Yes, Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don
That's
Cheadle. He plays the Cockney in the
Yes.
Ocean Elevens, and of course he's doing a rap hip hop, and he's just going, "What's with all this beep 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 beep?" You know, they have this conversation that's just beeping out. Go, I can't. I told you, if you're having to do this for radio, this is what it's going to be like. They have standard. It's like half the conversation gets beeped out because it's like the beepers just automatically applying there. It's hilarious.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Which character swore, as a percentage of what they said, swore more than any other character in any movie?
Well,
The answer is R2-D2. They beeped every single thing.
That's funny.
Allegedly, he had spoken lines in the original script, but they just turned it into bleeping instead because it was all mostly profanities anyway. But they kept the original reactions of the other crew, other actors, and the other things in the movie. And they
Amazing.
This is a rumor I've heard. I have no way of confirming or unconfirming that.
yeah. So
It's headcanon for me now.
yeah, that's Hagar. That's fantastic.
It's headcanon for me too.
Yeah. So
Meanwhile, back in the cave.
yeah, I think before we come back to the fight, this is where we're going to cut to. Okay. So, Galen, you've just
Dove into the room.
Yep, you've
with a beautiful somersault.
Yeah. There's a few kind of Catwoman-esque acrobatics there, you know, live, you know, flowing. You know, you come down, land with it, you know, that perfect pose there, you know, leg outstretched, you know, nice and straight. No crooked, you know, legs. It's like just like you're like a gymnast. Okay.
Yeah, except I was crouching, but that's beside the point. Yeah. Okay. Crouching with no crooked legs. I don't want to even picture that. I'm doing push-ups. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing push-ups. Yeah, why not? All right. So there's a central dais with a chest on it.
Yes. Yeah.
And the chest and the dais both are eminently looking like, okay, the room's trapped. They're probably trapped too. Let's take a peek and see if they are. Again, investigator notice?
I would say probably more likely investigating this.
All right.
Because I think you're intentionally trying to search for.
It's more like, where is it, not is it?
Oh boy.
You every instinct of yours is screaming that there's got to be something. You just can't figure out what it is. Because like you try every trick, you take like, you know, you take a marble out from your pocket, you flick it, you know, just to see if there's anything that's just like on. You then start taking out a few objects that are slightly heavier just to see if there's any that are just need a bit more weight to set them up. Nothing.
I was thinking, do I want to use a fate point and at least make this a 3? But I don't know what the difficulty was. Do I know what the difficulty was? Oh, what the hell? I'll just set off a trap and get caught.
Thank you.
Do I get a fate point for doing that?
For rolling badly and doing the
No, for taking the consequence. Yeah, rather than using the fate point. Yeah, okay. No. Go ahead.
If I was invoking your trouble, yes. You walk forward there, and you're just kind of inching your foot forward, you know, just waiting for
the trap that I know I'm going to set off. Yes.
Yeah. And you slowly come into the room, and just nothing happens. You kind of just like glance around, and it's just nothing. It's just utterly silent. You're waiting for the sound of, you know, like that spring or the as something fires
Yeah.
off. Nothing. It's just so eerily quiet. It's to the
Okay.
point that, just beforehand, you were hearing like the sounds of fighting behind you.
Hmm.
As you've come in here, it's definitely quiet there.
Okay. Basically, what I'm going to do is I approach the chest on the dais.
Yeah.
I'm going to prepare to dodge.
So so it's on this dais, right? There's
Mhm.
a wee bit of a lip on the dais, so it's not just the chest sits perfectly
Yeah.
on top of it. There is a bit of a lip on the dais there.
Hmm.
The dais in question, I would say, comes up to like mid calf, okay, and then the chest
On the
on the dais that probably comes up to like the top of the chest comes up to your waist there.
Okay.
So
Does
it's a
the
big-
chest look like it's locked in some way? Like, is there like a keyhole, or is there?
There
something
is
like
a
that?
keyhole, okay.
Okay.
When you're looking at the chest, it's one of these, it's a wooden or oaken chest, but this steel or iron banded at the
Mhm.
same time to hold it all together. And I'm talking about the bands being thick, okay? They're not just
Mhm.
cheap bands put on it. They're like the bands,
Not like
when
Cheap
you-
Trick or something.
they're basically like as thick as your finger, okay? When you
Okay.
look at the bands of steel. If you were to like say, depending on how you're going about it, if you're actually given like,
How big is the chest?
well, height wise, so can like these up to mid calf, okay,
Yeah.
for you, and then the top of the chest is coming up to your waist there. So that's the
Okay.
height of it.
And the width?
Width, just trying to think how the best way to describe it. Width, I would say, well, you can't see it. If you were like taking your hands kind of apart,
Mhm.
and it's not where your, arms are in line with your shoulder, it's probably just kind of like
A bit
that
more
wee
than
bit
that?
more out. Yes.
Okay. Here, I'll move back. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that wide, and it's about yay tall.
Mhm.
Okay, I've got my plan.
Okay.
I'm going to go behind the chest,
Okay.
and I'm going to kick it off the dais
Okay.
towards the door.
Okay. Give me a physical roll. I'm going to say difficulty 4. There.
So I'm probably not going to make it.
Mhm. You can try it, or you can also try to spend fate points.
Yeah,
So
well, 3.
you might want to spend a fate point.
I might. I'm just
What?
trying to.
What would be the appropriate aspect for yourself?
Well, that one doesn't seem to apply. Like, devices of the dogs are going to help me. Become seeking me. Well, the trap that I'm about to set off, I'm going to say would miss me, because if you come seeking me, Blinken, you'll miss me. If it's a trap that I'm setting off. What does this do? I guess would be the logical one.
Okay, bit of a stretch, but I think it's more likely to apply because of the situation. Okay,
Okay,
so spending your fate point for that.
done.
You kick it. Okay, and you give it a good meaty thick with it's not just like a light kick. You actually
No,
you
fully-
do it with the push
Yeah.
there. It's to the point that it shifts, but as you're doing it, the force you put in to push it off the dais also gets you staggering up a couple of steps.
Up
there.
or back?
No, sorry, back a couple of steps, I should say.
Okay.
Sorry, I misspoke. Back a couple of steps. Okay. It's just as it's going off the day, you just hear a click.
Amazing.
there. And that's when we go to Rosco.
All right.
Mm.
So before I continue with my actions or continue the scene forward, I need a quick reminder.
Yeah, sure.
Because this was very many, many months ago, and I remember we talked to the AI people,
Yes.
and so the Eye of Underland, when combined, can be used as a weapon.
Well, it was made as a. So what happened was basically
Go ahead.
what got reviewed was about over 1,000 years ago. Other races came to the planet, okay, and with it brought. You would call it magic. They called it technology, okay. But what ended up happening was for all the races, a new race emerged from what they called what the humanoids and all that we call synthetics. Okay. And basically everyone at the time just classed it as an aberration. Okay. And there was a war kind of broke out about this. So that was one of the causes of the war. There was other things going on there, but the eye was a weapon that was created because the entire purpose of it was to basically reassert control over the synthetic life forms that had come about, because the synthetic life forms had the tendency of, all this technology, we can take it over because there's so much computerization in it. It's not just a combustion engine, right? There's a microchip on it. We can affect it. So the entire idea was the Eye of Underland was designed as a way of reasserting not just control over the synthetics, it's also reasserting control over, the technology that was getting affected. Because what happened was, and this is what's led to a breakdown, is as part of the war, basically a lot of the technology that's being used or the magic being used, it's not even being used at the full extent of its power, because a lot of people put it into safe mode to stop it from being used and being exploited by the other side there. This was basic. It got to the point before that could even be deployed, the war ended catastrophically there, just with a lot of the last, both sides just using off weapons of mass destruction left, right, and center, and that's what caused stuff like the Burnlands and all that there. There is caches of older technology, so it would appear that there is some synthetic cities still left dotted around. And what happened was Underland found the eye and was able to subvert one of these cities. And he used it to basically build up an army, and that's what led to the first Crusades there of the Templars, along with other nations allying up with them to stop them being used. Everyone else thought the eye was destroyed. The Templars just broke it into pieces and spread it across the lands.
Now the synthetics because we spoke with them.
Yes.
And I guess here's where my clarification stands. So, because I have choices. I mean, I may want to break this thing, or I may want to just use it for its full maximum power.
Yeah. The synthetics for them, it can either be something that helps liberate them, okay, or it can enslave them, because with it, if they were allowed to have it, it would allow them to act, basically, if they wanted to, they could use that to
give themselves free will.
Help make sure that they keep free will, but also then restore technology that was lost to them to potentially just get off world if they wanted to. Okay.
Or just destroy us humans in revenge.
Yeah, that is a possibility there. You have to take their word that they have peaceful means. Okay. But at the same time, you know, it being created there, it being reunited, you know, could
Yeah.
easily, what your intentions for using it could easily turn them from being a potential ally to an enemy there, because they just as much fear it if it was to be you, if you were able to use it. That's the issue.
So, all right. Just so I have full clarification then of choices. If we reunite the shard, the three
Aye.
shards,
Yep.
if we reunite the eye, we could hand it over to the synthetics, or
That's a solution. Yep.
we can somehow figure out how to use it ourselves to gain control of them.
But either control over them or just even take or use it to work technology.
Open up technologies of our own.
Yeah. You could just
Got
leave them in peace, but use it to get yourselves back into a more technological.
And or I could just destroy it completely. And right now the synthetics what's their state of? They're in a state of limbo. They're in a state of sleep. I couldn't quite.
Just seems to be at the moment. Well, the one city that you've come across there, was in hiding because the issue is it kind of got into the kind of a war of just attrition there.
Mhm.
And the only advantage that they had was the fact that they could affect technology the way it did to allow them advantages. But it's just, the other race, humans and the other races had the sheer numbers there and also had access to technology. They're kind of more reliant on making everyone else think that they've been wiped out there. Also, the technology that they had to connect to all the other kind of networks has been massively destroyed. So for all they know, they're the only ones remaining left. They don't know if there's any other networks in other parts of the world, because, as I said, they were never connected to the ones that Underland found and raised up as an army.
Thank you.
Mm.
These are all like thoughts and things that I'm just going through my mind as I'm holding over it. Cool. Back to you. Is there? I mean, all right. So I'm still there, just deciding. Thank you for reminding me of all that.
Yeah.
What's next?
As you're kind of holding the hammer up, you just see like an image of a sphere, as if you're just above it. A sphere of blue and white swirls around. And through like the swirls of white, you then see patches of green and ochre there. And there's just like one bit that kind of catches your eyes because it vaguely looks like the maps you've seen of the lands of Europe. And and the Burnlands and the and the bog. Okay. It's like you're not sure if it's which one's correct, which one's the other, but
Sure,
kind of vaguely makes you think of the maps you've seen from when you were looking at the old maps from other his explorers there. And with it, you just see kind of colored dots appear on different parts, and you just hear, I can feel the rest of me nearby want to be reunited. Even now, being separated, this is what we can show you. Those dots are what remains of the old world, the old magics, you call it, the technologies. Some of it's already in use by your people. Others are still left to remain. Forgotten. You can unleash a golden age upon the world.
I struck the hammer down onto the cold stone itself with a loud clang. And I just hit next to it. I pulled this back.
Yeah.
And I just pocket it back
Mhm.
and hang on to the hammer. Your fate will be decided later. And I just take the hammer
Mhm.
and I'll take the shard, put it back into my thingy,
Mhm.
and notice for the first time now that my attention is not fully on this thing. What's going on in the background? What's going on with Darien?
What you see is when you look back, more than 100 feet away from you, okay? You see two figures kind of sucking around, trading blows. One of them, greatly injured with wielding a long sword. But again, doesn't appear to be taking care of the injuries that have been inflicted on him. He just blows blow after blow there against the other figure wielding the spear. What you then see is actually across is 6 of the Templars are now marching towards the kind of towards basically the junction where, the wings kind of met up and you had then the left and the right wings open up. And you just see 3 of them kind of gesture towards, walking towards you, it'll be to their left. For you, it'll be your right. Okay. And they're gesturing as you just hear thud. Okay. Just echo. Just as that's happening, you just hear the voice just go, your friend is found. My other third. The other one approaches. It's near.
I had this brilliant idea. We take the 3 shards.
Yep.
We take a marble, stick it in the middle, and then merge them together and see what happens.
It will be marvelous.
All right. With those last
Marvel,
words of spurring, reach back, grab the 2 blades again, back into a lance, and from where my dais is, I want to launch myself so what those enemies are.
Just what happens is as you take a step, there just seems to be a force that just kind of pulls you as you take that jump. You just, you're just kind of pulled and yanked across the gap. You literally end up having to go into a roll there.
Role playing, that makes sense.
So, and you come into a crouch with the blades.
I don't think the shard wanted you to fall into the pit.
Yeah. Neither does the GM. for some reason. The, Mhm.
The shirt
The-
is the gem.
And I think right there's gonna for me. We'll see what happens after that.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I'll pass my turn up.
Okay. Hold on. So we'll come back to Darien then.
Memoir?
Actually, I think in this occasion, because I had the last term, I'm going to actually take the next attack. So as she had
Yes.
blocked his attack, and you're given all the, yeah, I'm better than you, old man. This is when he actually just tries to, instead of like taking a step back and hitting them with attack, he actually just comes around and actually tries to hit you with the pommel of the longsword instead.
Pommel with a pommel.
Yeah, that's where the word to pummel comes from, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds right.
I'll
The
agree
math
with
checks
him.
out.
As was that game with the X's and O's game?
Noughts and crosses,
Tic
No.
tac.
tic tac
No,
toe.
the TV show where they had guest stars in the squares, Hollywood Squares. Yes, I'll agree with that.
In Finland, we call that the 10,000.
Okay, so there's my fight roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's going to be
That's-
tough to beat.
Yeah, you have to roll 4 minuses to lose. If you
Yes.
still get the corrupt bonus.
I don't know. Does he get corrupt bonus on defense as well, or just on offense?
Because I am trained by the Ron Templars, I get a +2 when I use fighting, but only when fighting the corrupted.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's
So
fighting
he's-
the corrupted.
yeah, he's right. Yeah.
I think he defended pretty well.
Hell.
Go ahead. You use 2 fate points. Oh, you're still missed.
Yeah.
Do I get a
Okay, now.
riposte now since I won by 5 or more?
No, doesn't work that way.
Oh, it's the other system. God damn it.
Right, your turn, sir.
My turn.
Mhm.
Easily making the swing miss by pushing at the side of the spear.
Yep.
Spear tip. Situation turns dire. Darien looks back and forth. Looking at the old man. Says, pointing the spear, this fight ends now. I
Okay.
can't afford to make any more mistakes. And then he turns and runs.
Okay.
Right towards Galen, because he's being assaulted by three Templars right now.
No, I'm not.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
but there are these Templars running for these two guys, and this dude has a broken leg. He's not gonna be following me.
Mhm.
But the 3 guys behind him might.
Maybe the 3 guys behind him, or they might just stick around and help him instead.
Hmm.
Right. So as you're running, okay, you will hear the words from Thormas saying, "Leave me after him." So you will hear the thud of footsteps coming. As you're, however, running up, you will, and it's just everyone will hear it. You'll feel a shudder through the ground.
Oh. That sounds threatening.
The shudder. All right.
Mhm.
I knew I should have done the Indiana Jones thing. The bag of sand, the thing I'm moving.
That's
Okay, the large raw bag of lead and
But you rolled low and you didn't
Yes.
know.
yeah.
I like you kicking it off of it.
Okay. I think we'll come to Galen there. As you're at thuds, as I said, you hear that click there.
Mhm.
And with it, you just see just a actual flagstone to the side of you just collapses. And with it, you see the red animation and warmth coming from below. There. And then in the other part of the room, another flagstone collapses. There.
I don't understand red animation.
So basically, around the die, okay,
Mhm.
you've got basically flags. Let's just describe them as hexagonal flagstones, okay?
Flag. Okay, I was thinking something on the wall, but okay,
No,
I see what you mean. Yes.
yeah, and it's just like first one, like just to your right, just thump down,
Okay.
and from it you see a red glow, and you're starting to feel heat through that.
Okay, and is this happening underneath where the chest got kicked too?
Not at the moment, but you just slowly but surely
Okay.
see more of them just starting to fall.
Seems like a good time to jump onto the dais.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to jump onto the dais.
Okay, right. You're on the dais. There.
Okay.
More and more of them are starting to fall. What are you
Well,
doing?
I don't think it's going to let the chest get destroyed. So, okay, this is going to be the coolest act. Okay, where were the holes in the trap in the main door? At what height?
Oh, it means like the ones that go.
Oh,
the
you mean
Yeah.
right. So the way it
Or
was
the main
organized,
entryway.
so you had the two statues.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were aiming downwards, okay, to kind of hit you there. So they're probably right there. So probably just above your head there. But there,
Mhm.
as I said, they will be aiming downwards. There was that.
Okay, I don't know how I'm going to be able to describe this, but
Right.
this is my plan.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to run pushing the chest onto in front of me,
Right.
onto the trap. So whatever shoots is going to shoot the chest, not me.
Right.
Once it's shot, my plan is to leap over the chest, which isn't
Right.
that big, tall anyway, and get the fuck out of this room that's disappearing.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Right.
I have no idea what I have to do that, but that's my plan.
Okay.
I like it.
Or I could just let the chest fall into the lava.
That's another option there. Okay, let me have a quick look. I am thinking that's going to be an athletics, or maybe athletics for the potential run, but I think it's going to be two rolls for this. Okay. There's going to be the physical aspect of you shoving this chest, okay,
Mhm.
but also the athletics to kind of get the run up before you do the shove. Okay.
Okay. I'm
There.
screwed now, especially if these are high difficulty. All right.
I'm going to say both of them are going to be difficulty twos.
Blink
Okay.
me and I miss, and you miss.
Here comes the athletics.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
just made it.
Good. So you
And
get
then,
that run up.
and what was it? Physique?
The seek for the push.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Right.
whatever trap was coming for me, you didn't see me. I'm not actually there.
I think
That's
this
the
was
only-
the-
Well, it's either that or my cloak can protect me. But I don't know about
I don't
that.
think that's going to apply here. There.
So yeah, I guess it's
Because it's not like a scene trap. This is just like environmental trap. You
Well,
know.
okay, actually, I just realized something.
Yeah.
Screw it. I'll just use the fate point to reroll.
Yes, you can.
Because, well,
But
worst case
what
scenario-
aspect for you? So.
it was aiming for the other guy. None of my aspects are actually designed that way to be
Yeah.
used that way.
Just
Like
take the
other
damage.
than dodge. Yeah. I have a stunt, dodge.
But
So
that's for,
I've
but that's for a defense roll there.
yeah, well, I'm defending against these things shooting out at me, aren't I?
No, this is an overcome roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
defense
sure
is
what that
for. This is overcome roll. There's
because in which case being an illusionist doesn't help. Being silver tongue doesn't help.
I would say the actual archivist part of it.
Mhm. I'll go for that.
Because
Take the-
okay, maybe
take the
not
rope
the
that the DM is
illusionary
giving
or
you.
the
Yeah,
silver
take the
tongue,
rope.
but
Take the rope he's gonna hang me with, and then roll.
yeah,
Hey, there we go.
That's great.
yeah. What happens is you kind of, you look back, you take those couple of steps, you run, and it's just as you're running and you take that leap, the central die that you're on just there.
Nice.
You land running there, and you just basically shoulder barge that chest, and you just literally scrum push this chest there.
Mhm.
You're pushing it. You feel as you're running and pushing this chest, the actual stones at the heel of your feet just dropping, right? You hit the chest through that corridor, hits just at between the two statues. At that point, there, and you then just kind of pull, like vault out like that chest like a horse, a vaulting horse, to come into a roll onto your side. There.
I want this clipped. I want to see this.
There. At which point, this is when you see 3 Templars in front of you. On to Rosco, I think.
On to Rosco. Blades out. Finally, I get to show off my true power. And I'm gonna invoke ultimate power and attack these guys.
Okay.
The flames just come out on fire, burning eyes. I puff up and I just yell out like a loud screaming threat, and I rush these 3 that are. I'm assuming there's 3 of them there in front of me. I'm just seeing red, literally red, and I'm just swinging away at everything.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack with a +4.
I think it's also for a fate point. You get that for, isn't it?
Yeah, so again, I take a fate point. I also take a corruption point, I think.
Yes, you do.
Bonus of 4, extra hit, extra damage. Here we go. So I'm gonna use my witch blades because they're out. +2. Wait, that's already on there.
Don't add a plus sign.
Yeah, don't add a plus to it.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, with the witch blades, I get an extra +4 points. So that's a total of 9.
Right. You see the 3 of them as they kind of walk up. The 2 on the side just kind of step slowly but evenly at the same pace. So they're all coordinated, and it's basically all 3 come in at the same time, but from equally spaced so that their swings don't potentially hit each other. Okay?
They've trained 3 versus 1 before.
Yeah.
May not help their defense for the one guy you just decapitated. Ooh.
Holy shit. Well, luckily I did the...
Yeah. So they come in And there's a few moments where you're literally on the defensive. But there's just then an opening where you just duck underneath the swing. And as you're doing that,
Nice.
and it's just, and that then creates an opening that as you're ducking through the gap that's created by that guy, you slice another one on the leg. So he's then limping. There's only one of them now that's unarmed. No, not
Unhurt.
unharmed there, but the other one's taking a bleeding wound, and he's kind of then limping as he's moving up there. But the other one, the one that you just sliced, is dead at your feet.
This evens out the odds more. Bring it.
What the hell's with his voice? Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
That's
Okay, Predator.
freaky.
The,
Ultimate power, man. I
Yep.
tapped into it. Comes at a
the,
cost. It's not
The
pretty,
other-
It's the
folks.
ultimate showdown. The ultimate
they,
destination.
they're then going to actually, the other two are actually going to come towards you and launch their attack. But as I said, the other one that you've taken a slice on the leg, it's just reactions are just off now. So
Sure.
it's just you, instead of it being thump, it's like, so you can easily kind of. Right, so that is going to be.
Will I still be able to proc my Whirlwind of Blades as a
Yep,
point
you
two to
can,
defense?
yep, you can still use your Whirlwind of Blades.
All right.
There.
But I'm not adding ultimate power to this. It's
No.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
You've got
No,
your-
that's not right.
You're a
Nice.
4 fight,
Yes.
and
Yep.
you get +2.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess it is
And
right.
you rolled +1.
That is right.
All
The
right.
math checks out.
Yep. Yeah. So no, they come in, and it's just everything they do. Yeah, it's just getting blocked. There, you're kind of like you're starting to do like the Neo, where you've even just put one away and you just put it behind your back, and you're just actually just one hand in it with one blade, just being contemptuous. You're then occasionally just pulling up your hand just to look at, like as if you're looking at a watch.
Oops.
There.
You almost got me there. Oops. One hand is even.
All right. Showing off.
Yeah.
I got it.
You're showing off now. You just see,
Enjoying that power for what it's worth. Feeling it.
yeah, you're just
Testing it for the first time.
yeah, you're just seeing the Templars just glance at each other, and they're just kind of hesitating there as they do that.
Should have said 6 of us this way.
All right.
Turn.
Okay.
To Thormass.
I'm just gonna actually bring this all into one big fight. Okay. Galen, the 3 Templars that you see in front of you,
Yeah.
okay, they're gonna bone rush you. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Sorry, bomb rush you, I should have said.
Oh, okay.
Which you should
They're
have
gonna
this time.
rush your bone.
I didn't know what bone rushing was.
Bomb rush, I should have said. They're
Okay.
just gonna rush right in. They're not even going to give you time to react. Okay. So
I'm going to try and dodge.
yeah, your dodge is gonna apply here.
They're going to rush your bum.
4 is my fight. So
Can they see me, by the way?
oh yeah, they can see you. But
No.
remember, your dodge only works if you use deceive. So what are you doing to use your dodge? Your deceive.
Technically, I'm using my cloak.
Right. So you're kind of flicking it. You're kind of doing the. So are you doing like kind of like what Matador style? You're kind of flicking it out.
Sure, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, or I'm just this black ball that they're coming towards, and I'm just rolling out of the way as a black ball.
I said the Matador might be more appropriate. You're trying to send out Bill and parts of the cave just to kind of.
Also,
Like-
you have one chest in your hand.
Oh no! It's not. I'm not holding the chest. I leaped over the chest.
Yeah.
It's in the doorway, or just down past the doorway,
Gotcha.
with probably 2 things sticking out of it, whatever came out of the trap holes.
Bolts.
Okay,
Understood. I was just trying to get a mental picture of it
Yeah,
for my
sure.
imagination.
that's convenient. Now the chest has 2 handles to carry it with. It's
It's now
stuck in.
bolted.
Yeah.
Yes, it's bolted
Nice.
shut. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I dodged.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. While that's going on,
And- And who do they give it to?
no, well, there's still the other 3. Yeah. Darien, you get attacked from behind by the other 3
Okay.
Templars.
It's 3 versus 3 versus 3 and a Thormass. I mean, 3 versus 1, 3 versus 1, 3 versus 1, and a Thormass.
Thormass.
Well, 2 versus 1 in your case.
Does
Yeah.
not sound very even.
They need to get. They
Yeah, they
need to
need more
send
guys.
9.
You need more guys.
Yeah.
We should have got a bigger boat, a bigger army.
What do you think's coming? Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Yes. Yeah. You gotta escalate things.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get attacked from behind.
Yeah.
These do they count as corrupted or are they just misguided?
Yeah, these are corrupted.
Fair enough. It works in my benefit.
Yep. So that's their attack.
And that's their target number.
Yep, they don't pass. Okay. I'm just trying to think what's more fun. Rosco's went, then I went. Galen, what are you doing against
That is
your
more
friend?
fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue my ball roll slightly away from them
Okay.
and chuck a sling stone at one of them.
Okay. I'd say you definitely, with everything that you've done, you've put some distance between yourself so you can actually fire off a shot there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me
A ricochet shot.
yeah,
It's great. I rolled crappy, but it's great.
oh God. The way this one works is you take out, you just get one straight in the eye there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this happened to be a metal stone instead of a rock one, and he has magnets in his head.
No. No, get it straight in the eye, but as he kind of falls, he just kind of spins, and his sword just comes around and takes the other Templar in the throat there.
Okay. Oh, that's true because it was I won by 5. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Takes the other one in the throat there. It's like the other one, and that's literally as he is falling, it's literally the other one that's they're all kind of chase you in like a lot, basically one after the other in a line. And then the other one takes basically a slice, on the arm there. But he kind of dodges. That's how he only takes the dart. That's yeah. So 2 of them down with that one shot there.
Nice.
Fate's on your side, sir.
So my only choice at this point would be the only person left, I think, is Thormass or Galen,
Well,
or just is Thormass involved?
Thormass is kind of still hobbling up. I'm saying so he's still trying to move up, so he's not kind of catched up herself yet. So that's why.
Okay,
So
so I guess it's going to Darien then.
Darien, yeah.
Don't need your help, Darien. You can take care of these guys on your own.
Seeing
Or I
what
could be-
happened over there seems like Galen has got it under control. So Darien can slam his javelin into the ground and use it like a pole to go around and
The
run around
Neo-
and
These
walk
stripper
over these
pole
guys'
attack?
faces.
The stripper pole attack. Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Comedy.
Okay.
Comedy.
Right.
Yeah, that's
do
my,
your,
that's my
do your
attack.
fight.
And I will give you a fighting roll as soon as I find the right window. Oh, that's not it. This is it.
So they are coming in with the fight.
Ooh, they actually
Ooh.
defended against you. That's unusual.
That's
They-
because I did roll pretty low. I rolled a -1.
They just
They rolled
as
+3,
you're doing that,
They
they
raised
get
their
their
shields in front.
yeah.
and
They
make a
basically
bridge for
got the
me.
shields. You just see them all just slide backwards with the kicks that you've given them, but the shields have been raised.
And I was the last one, yes?
Yes.
That would be you're the last one in that round. So who are you passing on to?
Me.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It's like, nice moves, boys. Shh.
Mhm.
Time to go for another round. And this time, more traditional kung fu starting. Nah.
Oh, I thought you were going to just spin the pole around the pole the other way.
Pick up the lance and just go ahead and use the length advantage.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, God, I think you might get us.
I should have started with the traditional way, not
if you
going for
if you hit more than one of them, then you could just say you hit a Lancelot.
Yeah. So
Eight.
one
Yeah, okay.
one comes into rush. You literally just send out the spear, and it's like it looks like he's about to dodge it, but you then just retract it, and on the retracting, you pull it past the neck. You then spin it around, catch the other one that's rushing in behind you, and you sweep his leg there. And as he then falls, you then actually catch the other one right in the gut and literally then kick him off. And then that's when you then reverse it down onto the guy that's on the ground, taking all of them out.
Nice.
And now I pass the buck to Rosco.
Okay.
Oh, Rosco. And two still left.
Yep.
I will not let you run away. And I just go in again for a fight. Lethal attack. Against the. Let's finish off the hurt one first.
Okay. So if you just do your
My normal witchblade attack.
okay.
Wait, do I get to use that or just no? I don't use my witchblades right now, do I?
You can
That
use your
for-
witch blades.
Does that require another? It's just.
No. If it's just the +2, it's only the one where you get the +4 per year.
Yeah. But I feel like I think the witchblade is supposed to happen on special stuff. Like it when I need it to be something different is when it's plus. So it's just
Well,
minus
it's
2
just
for that.
it's more like the idea of the witchblade forms up whatever you need. Okay, so it just
It's giving you a bit of an advantage that way.
that's why you're getting the advantage. It's just if it looks like they're just suddenly about to somehow get it up in your hand, it just automatically forms like a like a buckler. Not a buckler, but the
I
basket,
understand.
a basket help instead.
I understand.
There.
All right. So we're gonna go with the 5 then.
Yep. So you go with the 5. So you literally just step in and you just swirl the blade over your head, and you just take that guy's head off. There.
Use a fate point and save him.
No,
Trying to get him to use his fate points, guys.
Mhm.
And then I'll put the other blade. I'll put the other blade and go back to 1.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
just
you
Not
that.
the
go
one.
next. Let's see what you have to. Let's see what you got.
Okay. Who's
I'm
going
gonna
next?
I pass it on to their turn.
Their turn.
Oh no.
Okay.
I want to create some chaos.
Okay.
I want to put some little stakes of.
well, I can
Thormas
I can probably
is
just keep
going
dodging.
to approach. The time that's taken for Darien to deal with those Templars, Thormas has caught up. And he's going to launch his attack. There.
You're
You
welcome.
just can hear the sickening crunch of the bones as he's just walking on that stump of a leg now, you know.
Badass and ignoring like the grimacing and just like I don't even
Oh,
feel it.
it's basically, think of the Terminator, you know, where it's just walk, you know, kind of hobbling.
The walk of the inevitability.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good
His
luck.
eyes are bloodshot. There's
Thank
just a rage in them. He's just going to launch his attack. There. And what? Bloody hell. I'm not.
Yeah.
been
You
I'm
got
just rolling.
stuff to do. I mean, you got
I know.
things.
Let's just see. No, I've got something else for this. Yeah. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
you just block. You just block what he's doing. That's just, you get the feeling that he's just running on fumes. There.
Darien,
pure-
sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
He might actually be able to take him alive.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
You have the
There's one
action.
left on each of us, of
Yeah.
Carlos and I.
One
Yeah.
of us. I mean, each of us. Each of us.
Okay. So the one that's just been injured with the cut to the arm, Galen, he's going to try and rush you. Okay.
And I'm gonna try and dodge. What a shock.
Okay. Yeah. So that's his attack. There.
Ooh, a tie.
Mm.
I rolled really, really bad.
Yeah. What I say kind of happens is you think you deceived them there, but it was actually a lot closer. It's just you kind of just duck at the last minute. You just feel the blade just scraping. Just
It pushes the cloak back.
yeah, yeah. It's just
You're not allowed to
scraping,
see my
just
face.
the hood of the cloak falls back there, and you're like, "Damn it!"
That was
There.
closer than you wanted it. That was a close
Yeah.
shave.
Yeah,
My
Yeah.
receding hair. It now I have a receding hairline. I did before.
yeah. Rosco, you're just gonna have the other one just approach you, but there's a nervousness on him as he does that.
I'm one armed, one handed. I mean, one fighting style. So I'm just going to use a normal fight to block
okay.
it.
There's his fight.
There's my block.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
+3. Nice.
This is an epic fight. With a few
Yeah.
legendaries tossed in.
Mhm.
I'm fighting with a wicked smile.
Yes, give me your best shot. Show me what you got before you die.
Okay. So I'm trying to think who's went. So we've had
Everybody's gone but me.
right. Thank you, Galen. Then.
Just as planned.
The old instead of rock and roll, it's roll and rock.
Mhm. So you're gonna shoot off another sling.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's gonna. Yeah.
Oh! Did it go through him and hit Thormas? No.
Don't. It's not that.
Hmm.
You just basically you fire off. It strikes right between the eyes. He just crumples to the ground. There. Okay. Who's going next?
Is this your Your sling, magic
Rick
on your
O'Shea.
sling.
Yes, the sling of Rick O'Shea.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
How far away, since since Darien was running towards me, how far away are Darien and Thormas?
I would say Darien, for like, so if you're like in this, kind of arm off, I would say
Mhm.
Darien and like Thormas are actually in the center. So they can the junction.
So I just want to be able to know if I can get within sling range of Thormas.
Oh, I say you could, yeah.
Then I'm going to get within sling range of Thormas and put a hole in his head.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm picking me to go first.
Yeah, sure. No, I thought I kind of guessed that there.
Oh,
He just hears the and he's just going to try and see if he can dodge it on a bad leg there. Just to point out, someone inflicted consequences on my character of Thormas. He's got dislocated ankle, okay, and broken ribs. If Darien wanted to, he could pass on the freeing folk that's there to another character to use.
That's a possibility.
Well, you'd have the ability to do it. You can also give the right to potentially invoke for someone to use it, but you would then lose. You only have the right to invoke it once. Okay. So it's whether or not do you want to keep it so you can then, take advantage of that. It could be like if you're invoking, like say the dislocated ankle, it's you kicking at the ankle sort of thing.
Yeah.
There.
In other words, do you want to make this a 10 or do you just want to rely on it? Not.
I'm pretty sure you're going to surpass Thomas anyway.
Yeah. This is nasty. Oh, damn right.
This is exactly what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, one side of his helmet was dented. Well, now maybe both sides of his helmet are dented.
Yeah. So Thormas just takes you just saying that he dodges, but you just see it, the shoulder swing back as it takes a hit there. And he kind of just staggers about, but he kind of rights himself with it. Okay. He's still standing, folks.
He's still standing.
Outstanding. In the middle of the...
Give him his turn.
Okay, Darien, you can go next.
You are beaten. You are wounded. You are alone. Surrender now.
It's just when you say you are alone, there's a booming voice that says, "Who says he's alone?"
Oh no, Sean Connery's here.
Amazing.
And you just see a figure just standing all in black armor in the doorway.
Which doorway?
The one that you came for, the actual entrance from the rest of the cave. Not the doorway that you came from.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, how did he come out of that? But okay.
No. The entrance that you've all came through
Okay.
there.
Fantastic. Ooh. Is that a good spot?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think that might be. But this is as that happens, the figure steps out, and that's the herald, the leader of the cult.
Give him one good description before we cut away. Make him as badass, scary as possible.
Yeah. So we're talking about this gentleman.
Zimmy was the leader.
Well, he kind of revealed that he he didn't want the cult, so someone took control.
Oh, okay.
And this is where I should really stop moving as I'm describing this. But what you see is a gentleman standing in darkened armor with with kind of like metallic fangs coming out from the gorget there that kind of just frame the face. Deathly pale there. He's bald headed, and it's just the veins on the skin are just black against the white skin there. The eyes that you can see in the light are just black there. This person's over 6 foot tall there, and he's nearly as wide as he is tall there. And you just look at him and you just see he's holding a massive warhammer there that's nearly as tall as him in just one hand there. He just slams it down with a boom. Time to get my prize. And that's where we'll end.
So there's the third piece that was approaching. Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
Fantastic.
So you have the option of using the hammer on your piece.
I do.
I have the option of pushing the chest into the lava.
You do.
So, he's not getting 3 pieces out of this no matter what.
Maybe. If you push
We'll
that piece
see.
of
You
lava,
are
it might fucking kill
assuming
you.
the lava destroys the fish.
That's true. But it'll be harder to get.
Yeah, a bit of a suntan to get.
It'll just take its time for it to be rolled through the earth crusts.
We can come out the other side. Yeah. we
Come
can
out
find
somewhere in, I don't know,
In about
Montgomery,
200,000 years.
Georgia, Japan, somewhere. Just like a zit, it'll be like under your skin, be like, no, I don't want that. Okay. So next time it's the real big battle. Right
Yeah.
into it.
There's one big advantage of having a break now.
Yep.
We'll get our fate points back.
I used none of them.
Maybe.
Not in that. If I was starting off a brand new scene, yes, you would, because it's
Yes.
Oh,
in media res at the moment from the previous one. I wouldn't be applying them, but the same
But-
applies to me. There.
And again,
And
you can
does that
introduce
also-
as many new people as you want, so they all have fate points.
no,
No,
the
I
GM
only
has fate
get-
points.
I only have as for me. When I'm using fate points for my abilities, I only have as many fate points in a scene as players.
Mhm, mhm.
Ah,
That's how it applies.
So we outnumber him like by a lot because we have like 3 each, and he only got 3.
Yeah, but I can There's
Okay, well,
nothing to
some of us
stop
have a
me
million.
from I get unlimited fate points if I'm trying to compel you, but there's enough drama going on where there's no need for me to compel you. You're not hitting, I'm not been getting you to hit points where you're needing to use a lot of fate points, so you're not running low.
Yeah.
There. So it might be that I'm maybe need to rethink of, am I giving you appropriate difficulties based on your abilities at the same time? So that,
Well, also we're going against Big Bad, and we just used up most of our abilities.
yeah.
Now, here comes a very important question. Because when Meteor res, do I have to
Did-
roll for corruption?
Yes, you do.
hey,
then-
that's
then-
only
then
at
we-
the end.
Of the scene, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys we're getting. Is he rolling for
I-
corruption, or are we getting scene points? or,
I'd
fate
say,
points?
well, you've already got one corruption point. I think it's just,
Yeah, well, I accept it because you are this close to the source of the corruption.
yeah.
You are between the 3
I'm-
sources of corruption, literally.
And also, I've invoked. I'm still under the influence of ultimate
Mhm.
power, even though it's not, because it's just fun. Anyways, You want me to roll a will? I will roll a will. Gladly.
Yes, please. I would say you've used
Ha!
your. What is the?
I rolled
Ooh,
Wow.
Damn.
That's the first time you've rolled more than one, I think.
Yeah.
No, yeah, legit. I was not expecting that.
Okay, so he's
That's
only just got the
right.
corruption point for using his corruption stunt. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of us have to do it too.
No, because you've not been getting any exertion. That's been concentrating on a
Yeah,
certain person.
it's been concentrating all on Rosco now.
Mhm.
Because he's the only
Mm.
one who seems to be even slightly pliable. The rest of them are like, yeah, we
Yeah,
don't like this
That's,
corruption thing.
I
it's
think this is the
useless."
first session in I don't know how long that Doggo hasn't been trying to corrupt me.
That's 'cause
Someone
we
killed
also left
Doggo?
him behind, right? Didn't
Well,
Yeah.
They
yeah.
killed Doggo when they came in because you left it to God.
Oh no.
No, he probably actually got thrown out on the waterfall.
Unless he was a good boyo and floated until they came and killed him.
You know what? It's headcanon that they killed him.
No.
All right. That makes him more
Doggos.
evil. That makes me want to
He
kill them with more
Hasn't contacted
remorse.
you, so he must be dead.
It's unknown. He's wait. He's Schrodinger's doggo.
Yes. Right now he's both alive and dead. We don't know which.
Or is he a good and evil?
Or is he a witch?
Which one?
Find out next time.
On.
Shards of.
Nope,
No.
no,
That's
no.
wrong show.
Nope. Wrong
Wrong
show.
show.
Burnlands
Burnlands
Saga.
Oh, no, are we doing a crossover? You didn't tell me.
Well, that's
They
for
both
the
have
next episode. It
shards.
was supposed to be a surprise.
And
On that note, next
sorry.
episode is going to be in 2 weeks. Not 1 week. 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Time
But
to
tomorrow,
prep.
you shall have a story cycle shenanigan at the same starting time as this show, except on Sunday. Which is weird. I need to get used to that. And I do believe that's all.
Yep.
Oh
That's
yeah.
all, folks.
Is
And
it
it's
time to
time
have
for-
some bonus nachos?
That's all, folks.
Bonus nachos.
Bonus
everybody.
nachos, everybody.
Yeah.